Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 16th of April 2021 and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, today our topic is, do you like animal? Would you consider having a pet someday? So before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yep, so today we talk about animal and to me, you can say I am an animal lover, but uh, to what extent that I love animal, um, I am not uh, um, uh, I I am not an extreme animal lover. And also when talk about petting an animal, no matter which kind of animal it is, to me I think love and pet is different. It's a different thing. Yeah, and then petting an animal require a lot of things, and one of it is the environment, I think. Yeah, if you want to pet an animal, uh, you need to give them the space. And then for dogs and cats, they actually need some space, and especially for dogs, because normally when people have dogs in their house or in their living area, they cannot just let their dogs to go everywhere, right?
Why? Because of the flu?
Because of flu.
Yeah.
What do you mean flu? The
Uh,
virus?
cannot cannot let the dog go anywhere. You mean inside your room or outside?
Uh,
Outside your house.
uh, Outside our house.
Oh. Okay.
If you keep them outside the house,
Mm.
yeah, you still
Yeah.
need to keep them within the gate, right?
Mm.
The
Mm.
area.
Mm.
Yeah, because dogs are aggressive. They can hurt people. Yeah, so for dogs, for keeping dogs, I think we really need to have space. Otherwise, okay, unless you keep them in the house, that is another story.
Mm.
They will have more space if you keep them in the house, living together with you. But that is not an option for me. I will always say no. For any kind of animals living in my house. Uh, I think if you say they may have some exemption, I think that will be fish. Yeah, uh, yeah, fish in my house. I think this is the only possible one.
Mm. Fish in the freezer.
Fish in the freezer. Oh, that is a food, not a pet.
Oh. Mm.
Yep. So how about you? If you must choose one of the animal to keep in your house, what will you choose?
Uh. Oh, you mean choose one animal in my house
Yeah,
or pet?
this is a must. You have to choose one.
Is it choose one animal in my house or having a pet?
Uh, yeah, it's like having a pet in your house, but
Oh.
you have to keep in your house. Let's say you
Mm.
live in the apartment, you can only keep them in the inside the house.
Mm. Yeah, I think uh if I had to do so, I prefer the turtle.
Turtle. Oh,
Mm.
mm, yeah, turtle is yeah, it is I think they won't need a lot of space, but
Mm.
have you had have you do you have any friends who keep turtle as a pet?
Yeah, in the past.
Oh,
and but it's quite smelly, right?
yeah. This is what I want to say. If you have this kind of experience, and for me, I won't choose turtle because it's really smelly.
Mm.
And if you let it to um sometimes to you put them on the floor, and then I think that is
Yeah.
not really hygienic.
Mm.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, but one thing is that turtle can live long, right? Maybe longer than human. Can they?
I think there is certain type of turtles. For
Oh.
those very very small one, I think afraid no.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, one of the thing that I don't like to keep a pet is that uh, if the pet cannot live long, then you have to face the feeling of um, separation. I mean,
Mm.
you will lost them someday.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So, how about there is another kind of animal which can be kept inside the house, which is quite popular. It's called a hamster. Will you
Oh,
consider it?
yeah, it's also one choice. Uh, uh, and in the past, I heard a lot of friends they want to pet the hamster, and
Mm.
then uh the first impression to me is wow, uh you pet a rat,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
uh, and and then second impression is yeah, this is not a bad idea because the hamster is so small,
Mm.
and then so that this is easy to pet and also money saving.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm. But many people they need to buy they need to buy a lot of equipment
Yeah.
for the hamster. So then at the end I saw their spending is like uh it's quite expensive.
Oh.
Mm. It's like 10 years ago is about like 500 to 1,000
Oh my God. This is one-time spending or
one time spending.
okay.
Mm.
But it's still expensive.
Mm.
Yeah. And then I think for hamster, one thing you need to consider is whether you want to keep one or you need to keep two. I mean, if one is male, one is female, then there will be more than two, maybe
Mm.
a dozen in the future.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, and then actually for hamster, I did some research on Google and find that if you keep hamster, you have the risk of being bitten and then have the risk to infect with some viruses.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Mm.
they say all hamster may bite. So
Mm.
we won't know when they want to bite us.
Yeah, I think at this moment everyone uh fear of virus.
Mm, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And then one more thing is that yeah, this is something that I saw from the internet. They say hamster are not allowed in Australia. Yeah, and then the reason is that if those hamsters go into the wild, I mean, uh, if uh, if they lose them and they maybe they go into the jungle or what, and it will break the the local ecosystem.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's not only the ecosystem with other animal, also with those plants and flowers.
Mm. Yeah, so the production speed is can uh is very very fast, right?
Mm, yep, yep.
If they say like this.
Mm, yes. that is exponential, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. So now we have talked about hamster, dogs. Yeah, just a little bit more about dogs. And yeah, even though I think I am dog lover, but um, somehow I also think I am not a dog lover. Because have you heard of some cafes or restaurant in which you can
Mm,
bring dogs there?
mm,
Yeah, actually I don't like those cafe. Um, the reason is it's also the hygiene factor. I think I am a little bit paranoid about the hygiene factor.
mm,
Yeah, and also I actually, if I can choose, I won't go to uh any person's house uh that keep dogs inside the
mm,
house. Yeah.
mm,
Mm. And I think that is somehow uh um not suitable. Yeah, because if you keep the dog inside, and they must have a lot of furs, animal furs,
mm,
and those furs can cause allergy
mm,
to people, which the furs sometimes we cannot see by our eyes.
mm,
Yep, and also I have an experience to go to a friend's house who keep dogs, two dogs in his house, and uh, I suddenly forgot the name of the dogs. It's something like uh Toodle or Poodle,
mm,
which is the 贵宾犬.
mm,
Yeah, even though the dogs are small, but it is still smelly,
mhm,
and it seems like uh, uh, they are quite clean, and I can see they are clean from their fur because
mm,
if if a dog is clean or is washed every day, you can see it, you can feel it.
mm.
Yeah, and still smelly. Yeah. So even though uh, I I won't consider to keep dogs in house, and
Mm,
also I will not prefer to go to any people's house with dogs.
mm.
Yeah, after this experience.
Is number one of the factors? So that means, for example, will you consider to yeah, before that, how many dog you have?
I have two dogs.
Oh, yeah. So will you consider to increase the number?
No, I won't.
Yeah. So if the number of dogs increase,
Hmm.
would the hygiene become worse?
Okay, if you say for my house, I think it won't unless you really increase a lot. Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
two dogs and five dogs, maybe is not no
Oh.
big difference.
Mm.
Yeah, but if you say more than five, maybe there are some hygiene factors.
Mm.
Yeah, because they will poo, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so you have to clean it.
Yeah. I got your mean. So it's time consuming.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I think for any kind of pets, it is times consuming, right?
Mm.
We seldom have some pets which we don't really have to bother them. Yeah, we the verb or the noun pet means that we need to take care of them, provide them
Mm.
food and shelter.
Mm.
Yep. So how about you? Any animals else to talk about?
Yeah, no, actually, I'm not an animal lover,
Mm,
or I should say, I'm not a pet lover.
mm.
Mm.
Yeah, so how about going to a dog's cafe? Is it possible for you?
uh, Not really. Yeah, but if they offer free meal, I
Mm.
think I will go.
Oh, yeah. So from this point, you are not that paranoid about hygienes, right? As me.
Yeah, but I also don't like the place which is dirty and which
Mm.
is have the hygiene factor.
Yeah, but uh, for those dogs cafe, they actually look uh quite clean. I mean, you
Mm,
won't see those pools on on the floor or what, but just those something that we cannot see,
yeah,
like
the
the furs.
smelly.
Yeah,
Mm,
the
yeah,
smell.
yeah.
Also. Yep. So how about if one day your girlfriend want to keep pets in the house,
Mm,
like hamster, turtle, some small animals or birds?
mm, if this is in house, I think it's okay. But if but if they if we live in Singapore and she want to keep one pet inside the room,
It's not
yeah,
easy, right?
this is a troublesome.
Mm.
Because first, maybe landlord wouldn't allow you to do that, and
Yeah.
second, yeah, if the pet do anything in your room, you need to yeah, this is very mm, difficult to clean up.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, for example, the pool, then after you clean out, the smell still there.
Yeah. Yep.
You need to live with you need to live with the smell. Yeah. By no one's I know one research show that actually the dog um those person who pet the animals
Mm.
mm, they can't really smell. Yeah, they can't really uh, s- smell the smell. Mm.
Oh, you mean they are less sensitive to the smell of poo?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Not for the pool. I mean, okay. For example,
yeah.
your room definitely will have some smell.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you stay in your room, you will notice that. But if you let's say
Ah.
you go out work, and then after you come back, and then when you open your room, when you open your room door,
Mm.
and you may smell something. Yeah, something different.
Mm. Yep.
Mm. Yeah. So this is what I want to say. So the pet uh the person who pet animal inside the room or maybe in house, not necessarily inside the house, yeah, maybe outside the house
Mm.
also, yeah, and and you you were less sensitive to the smell.
Mm.
Mm. Because you
Yeah.
smell every day.
Yeah. It's like we have already got used to it.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think fish will be okay, right? To you.
Yeah, but I think fish is also very time consuming, and also uh you need to buy a lot of equipment, right?
Um. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think they are as expensive as the hamsters.
Mm. Yeah, actually I also forget uh yeah how much they cost on it. Maybe this is the extreme case.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
uh I didn't really uh pay attention to study.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But one thing I can share is nowadays this cost will be lesser, right?
Mm. Yep.
Mm.
Yep. The supply are so many.
Mm. Yeah. When you talk about the dog, I remember one of my neighbor,
Okay.
and actually this is my mother friends,
Mm.
and her house got one dog. This is also the 贵宾犬.
Mm.
Yeah, a very very small dog.
Yeah.
And then uh they pick the dog is because their children want to pick the dog. Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
And then after pack, I yeah, what I heard what I heard from my mother and what my mother heard from my friend is they spend a lot on the dog. Yeah, they need to go let the dog go some s- uh go some the place, yeah, the place to take care, yeah, because mm, sometimes they go traveling or they go out and nobody in the house, and then they need to send their dog
Mm.
to some to some company.
Yeah.
And
We call them the pet, the pets hotel, or something like that,
oh
right?
yeah, yeah, so they need to send their dog to the pet hotel. And then it's quite costly. Mm.
Yeah.
And they also need to like mm, they also need to send their send their dog to
Mm.
do like the also is the pet hotels and do the cleaning or something like that.
Oh, it's like the pets grooming, right?
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, to wash them and then maybe cut their nails,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, comb their furs, something
Mm,
like that.
yes.
Mm. Yep. Yep.
And for the expenses part, if I'm not wrong, uh, one times it will cost you like mm, also about 500 to 700. Yeah,
Wow.
for like 2 days or 3 days. Mm,
Mm. Yep.
yeah, so I think this is really costly.
Mm. Yep. Yeah. Sometimes it's not only costly in terms of money, it's also costs a lot of time, right? And energy.
Yeah,
Mm.
you need
Yeah.
to
If
do
you.
research. You need to send and collect. Yeah, and you cannot go anywhere simply.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a dog at your house.
Mm. Yep.
Mm, you need you will you scared the dog don't have food to eat or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Right.
For example, you already at outside, and sometimes you want to go out you want to your friend asks you uh to go the next round. Let's say go to the next round or go to other place,
Yeah.
and you say you can't because I have the dog inside my house.
Yeah. It is like
Yeah.
I have a baby in my house to take care of,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Yeah. It's the
yeah.
same one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I,
To
I
take
thought you
care.
want to. Yeah, I thought you want to say yeah. No, because I have a wife in my house. She not allow me to do that.
Oh.
Mm,
Yeah. If dogs can say, I think they will say it.
yeah.
Yeah. The dogs will tell you not to go out. Stay with them.
Mm.
Yep. And then not to forget that quite often, or we say sometimes regularly, we also need to bring our pets to do some medical checkups,
Mm-mm.
uh, maybe once a year or twice a year, something like that, right?
Mm.
Mm. Yep. So it's really not easy.
Yeah. But how about the benefit of petting
Yeah. The
or
benefit
having a
of
pet?
petting. Firstly, for all kind of pets, I think is the companion.
Mm,
Yeah, you got something to play with or to just stay together with.
mm,
Yeah, so that is something like mental benefit.
mm,
Yeah. Um, yeah, it is quite interesting, yeah, because you can pet something like a fish, which you uh which you won't touch them. Yeah, and you can also pet something like cats, which you will be able to touch them uh every day.
mm.
Yeah, like fish, you just see them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is something like mental benefit. Mm,
Mm,
yeah. This is one of the benefit. And if you talk about some other animals like dogs, yeah, maybe you can keep them uh to protect your house, to keep an eye to your house. Yeah.
uh, can I?
What do you mean? Yeah, because they will bark whenever they saw strangers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the point that I say they can protect. Um, uh, then what what do you want to say?
Mm? Oh yeah.
Mm.
Because some dogs they only uh how to say they only know how to enjoy life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also have checked these words before this conversation. They are called the toy dogs,
Mm,
观赏犬. Yeah,
mm,
so also I won't consider toy dogs if I really want to keep dogs.
mm.
Yeah, but basically if you want to keep them in in-house, I mean inside the house,
Yeah, there's
uh
toy dogs, right?
yeah, toy dog is preferred
Mm,
because they are smaller, easier to manage.
yeah.
Yeah. And also toy dogs are because they are almost harmless, so it's
Mm,
considered safer to keep them in-house.
mm.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that the only benefit is just like you say, the mental benefit, the companions.
Yeah. Yeah, so you see, for people that spend a lot of money and time to pet uh, any kind of animals, the the mental benefit that they get is really big because they already spend so much. So it means
Mm,
that to them, mental benefit is still more than those real cost to them.
mm, I think okay. I think there is some difference between you want to have a pet or you want to
Yeah.
keep a pet.
Oh, okay.
You get what I mean?
Do you mean that some people after they keep a cat, they keep the pets and they find it troublesome and they don't want to keep them anymore?
Uh, okay. My point is actually opposite.
Oh,
If you want to have a pet,
yeah.
you may try to understand the mental benefits and try to understand the cost, and then you compare, or maybe yeah, benefit is greater than cost,
Mm,
so you do that.
yeah.
But after you already have the pet, you already bought it,
Mm,
mm, and then you have to keep it. You have to take care of them.
yeah.
So that this is another story. Yeah, the mental benefit may diminish, but the cost won't diminish.
Mm,
And then at this time, this is a different story. Uh, uh, you don't want you don't want to throw your dog or you don't want to throw your pet.
yeah.
Yeah, because this is not this is not so ethic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not human,
Mm,
人道.
yeah. So that we learned this before. Mm, the ma- uh the the opportunity cost of another the opportunity cost of one thing could be the mental benefit of another thing. Yeah, and in this case, this is not the opportunity cost. This is like the mental cost. Mm.
Mm,
Yeah, but this one to you, it don't have any mental benefit to you. Yeah, because you didn't gain anything. You just want to avoid the loss, avoid to
mm,
having the feeling.
yeah.
Yeah. So that you don't want to throw the pet. Yeah, it's because uh most of the time it's because of that reason.
Mm, yeah.
Because you already bought it, so you have to take the responsibility to
Yeah.
take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is more realistic for for uh for most of the people. Yeah.
Mm,
And maybe they rationalize themselves, uh uh they keep the pet is because they like them.
mm,
Mm, yeah. For example, I ask you a story.
yeah.
So I ask you one thing. If now you really poor, okay, you really poor, and you can only earn like let's say 2,000,
Okay.
and I'm not sure how much money you need to spend on pet. And I remember you told with me it's like 100 to 200, right, or less than 100. I forget already.
Yeah, I think it's less than 100 if you talk about a monthly
Uh,
expenses.
yeah, uh, but but you also have to take the average, right? For
Mm,
example, they need to do some medical checkup, or
yeah.
sometimes they need to take the medicines
Mm.
or other thing. So average also still less than 100.
Let me think. 60, 40. Yeah, I think it's maybe it's around that figure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so less than 100. So if you can only earn 2,000, so deduct all the expenses, I afraid normal people can only save like 500, or 400.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that at that time, will you still consider to keep the pet?
Um, yeah, I afraid not. I afraid no.
Oh, yeah. So for you, this is the case. But I think for other people, uh, they may still keep the pet. Yeah, even though they can't afford it,
Mm. Yeah.
especially for the toys, for the toy dogs.
Yeah,
I'm not
toy
sure.
dog. Yeah. Toy dogs are always expensive uh to pet.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. So, are you a real dog Are you a real dog lover?
I think I if you want to choose left or right, left is love, the right is hate, and I think I am in the middle. So you cannot say that I love, but I um I still welcome them, but
Mm,
I won't like I love them until I must keep them. Yeah, not
mm,
that case.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have anything on to add in?
No, how about you?
Yeah, me neither. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's all for our today conversations. How did you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocab or grammar mistakes that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.